I built up a team. I'm gonna hop into an arena real quick and show you guys the type of team that you can do in a lot of different games. Doing PvP in these games definitely gets you some really good rewards, but there's no point in even trying if your team doesn't have any synergy. Like, you could have the best characters in the game and a full team of like really popular legendaries. If they don't work together, then it's just not gonna work. First of all, I know I'm bronze 5 right now. It's because I'm saving my tokens, and also because I don't want to burn myself out on arena for whenever the game actually comes out, because I'm going to have to spam it in order to get the rewards. Maybe you're not really good at team building or anything, but what I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to go over one specific team type with you this round. Our Windstrex, the Wind Fairy right there, buffs our entire team's speed and attack, so the faster she is, the faster we get that buff down. We can also make our other teammates move before the enemy. Being able to increase their speed and attack isn't really enough though, because you also want to be able to apply an area of effect defense break, and we can essentially just one-shot them with our Balbareth. I'll show you how it works. Alright, so I know these dudes are level 15. This is just to show you how it works. So I did the third skill. I did the ultimate ability with her to increase everybody's speed and attack, drop the summoner ability for an area of effect defense break, and then you essentially go in with your and just like that, you go in with your area of effect dudes after that and just take them all out. Okay, I did a refresh. This dude's definitely got a more fair team to fight. Same strategy, my Windstrex being very fast. By the way, this is not the ideal setup that I have on these characters for this too, because ideally everybody would be on speed sets and have a lot of speed, but right now only my Windstrex is a little bit fast. But notice the turn order, alright? Notice how the turn order changes whenever we put a speed buff on our entire team. So let's go ahead and pop that speed buff on everybody real quick. Lapped, but having that summoner spell available that I could put an area of effect defense break on anybody anyways is very nice. Going with the area of effect attacks. If that's not enough, this will be. And if that's not enough, this will be. Do it, son! This is called sweeping. In some games, it's called a cleave team. In some games, it's called a sweep team. Essentially, it's just making your entire team as strong as possible, killing the enemy as fast as possible, and securing the victory. This type of team works really well against enemy teams that don't really have too much structure, or if their basis is on debuffing your team. As long as you can outspeed them, you're gonna win. So let's go after this guy. Again, looking at the turn order, it looks like Windstrex and Virgil are the only two that are gonna get to go. But whenever I put the speed buff on, everybody just takes action, son. Being able to put this area of effect defense break on makes this way easier than it needs to be. Usually you have to use a character to put area of effect defense break on enemies like this, but this game just giving you that option right off the bat is super OP. This type of strategy gets hard countered by tank teams. If you're not able to use that first round to eliminate at least 2 enemies, you could potentially put yourself in a bad spot. And maybe if the enemy team heals himself a little bit, I am in sticky trouble. When fighting other enemy sweeping teams, essentially whoever is faster wins. Speed is the name of the game with this team. Speed is especially important because in some games there's an attack bar that fills over time, and then there's units that boost that attack bar to essentially force them to take their turn. She needs to go first. She needs to get that spell. Upgrade. She needs to go first. You need to get that spell off ASAP, and it's also a huge bonus that it also gives you attack buff because that's necessary. I was using Auroch as an area of effect defense down, but I also just pulled a different area of effect defense down that I think works a lot better. Rickard, right? Yeah, if I look at this last ability, as long as his health is higher, he applies defense down. So since our entire team will be taking the first turn anyways, he's not going to be hit, so he's going to have a higher percentage health. Let's go ahead and upgrade him. He will probably replace our Rorak, but I'm getting off topic. Where are our other two? Usually after you have the first 2 characters set up, then the next 2 characters are just going to come in and blow up. This strategy is really good in arena PvP and short matches. It can also help make work of PvE content where the enemy is kind of squishy. You know, they don't really have a lot of defense. You can go in and just raw dog them as hard as you can, and you're going to need to do this on arena, because if you get your general ascension stone from there, that's the only way we're going to be able to ascend our legendaries easily without pulling duplicates. And developers, if I had to make a suggestion, I would suggest to put in some sort of medallion that you can farm with arena tokens in order to increase your character stats permanently. Like if there was a medallion down here that said increases fire monsters attack by 1%, and then it just costs like 50, you know, for level 1, 100 for level 2, and it went up 1%, 2%, etc. like that. That would be a really good thing to implement into the game. Do that. Arena is really the most fun part of this game for me, so hopefully if you didn't have a team or you weren't really having fun in arena, that'll give you an idea on a team to use. But other than that, y'all, that's gonna do it for me today, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!